Experts are now agreeing that we're screwed. That's what it is. Before markets open today, I want to kind of let you know what's going on out there. Just after the, just on Friday, we had a report out that Moody's is changing its rating of the U.S. Treasury bills, and that is definitely going to move markets. They dumped that on a holiday weekend just so no one would notice. And friends, today we're going to pay the piper, and so expect markets to react pretty strongly today. Let me walk you through what happened. And yes, it is a credit downgrade for the United States government. It's going to cost us trillions of dollars if we get the full downgrade. It is absolutely crazy. Let's jump into it. Welcome to the Poplar Report. I'm Steve Poplar. I'm an accountant, and I'm going to walk you through kind of what's going on in the markets today. What is actually going to impact you. I don't go nuts and bolts through the market every day, but when big things are happening, I want to make sure that you guys are aware of things. We want to thank our sponsor, Genesis Gold Group. Convenient today for sure that they're trying to get you out of stocks and bonds into something safer, gold, silver, and platinum coins. They don't put pressure on you. It's amazing. They do a fantastic job educating you. And a lot of times what they recommend is you taking a portion of your retirement account and not all of it, just diversifying some of your retirement account. If you want to make sure your retirement account stays your retirement account and doesn't become a big old goose egg because the market drops to zero, it's that's stuff that you can talk to them about. There'll be a link at the end of the video that you can find out more information from them. All right, so Moody's, one of the three credit rating agencies out there for government debt out there, S&P, Fitch, and Moody's. Now, S&P and Fitch have already downgraded the U.S. debt. They're like, this is garbage. You guys can't run a country. You can't actually cut your budget at all. That's just not going to happen. So we're going to downgrade. They're still being way too rosy, but Moody's has been out there going, oh, no, everything's fine. U.S. government's definitely going to pay everyone back. That's totally going to happen. Well, Moody's just came out and said we're changing from to stable down to a negative rating. So basically what they're saying is that we're about to change the credit rating. Unless something happens soon to change our minds, we're going to actually downgrade the credit rating of the U.S. government from perfect to not so perfect. And that means that interest rates are going to go up significantly. And if you've seen any of the turmoil in the markets over the last number of months, it's been because interest rates have been going up. And then the market rallies and the interest rates come back down. Well, Thursday we got a big old shock. Nobody wanted to buy U.S. government bonds. Interest rates for Treasury bills, you know, just a $75 trillion bond market out there. Well, they kind of freaked out. Now that's U.S. government bonds, that's municipals, that's all that kind of stuff like that. Went up by 0.15% interest rates in a matter of minutes. Now, that doesn't sound so much to you, but if you're a bank and you're leveraged up 80 to 1, yeah. So you get $1 difference here, $80 impact. When you start talking about billions, $1 billion here becomes $80 billion of losses. So they are definitely feeling the pain from that. Apparently, we're hearing what happened was a bank in China, a bank in China had some technical issues and it kind of messed up the entire U.S. Bond market. That's a whole nother story for another day, but at how explosively stupid the whole bond market is. Because, I mean, everyone's throwing their money at the federal government. Like, oh yeah, of course they'll repay. Well, Moody's is like, yeah, we got a couple of reasons why they might not actually repay their debt. So we're going to have to downgrade maybe here. Well, we just passed $1 trillion of interest going to be paid over the next 12 months. I've been telling you that this is coming because interest rates have been going up. And as the U.S. government issues new debt, going to be issued at higher interest rates. So the U.S. government, read all of us taxpayers, are going to be paying more in interest. That's almost 25% of all the tax revenues that the government brings in every year. The government brings in about $4.4 trillion in tax revenue, and $1 trillion is going out in interest. Let's imagine you're making $60,000 a year. Maybe that's good for you. Maybe it's not good for you. Your family's making $60,000 a year and you're paying $15,000 of interest every year. Tell me if you're in a good financial situation or not, especially as that interest rate is starting to spiral upwards. Yeah, the federal government has kept interest rates low by heavily relying on short-term debt, which means a lot of that debt's coming due and getting reissued at higher interest rates. That's expected to climb to $1.5 trillion over the next year. And then it's going to keep going up after that, unless we get some major interest rates dropping. And you say, well, the Federal Reserve is going to come in and they're going to lower interest rates. Well, the Federal Reserve may lower their interest rates, but if the world doesn't really agree with them, they're going to lower their interest rates and everyone's going to look at them like they're stupid and keep the interest rates high. And the Federal Reserve will implode. That's what happens. When the Federal Reserve is like, we're going to loan out money at 1%, and everyone's there like, safe assets should be loaning out at like 4.5 or 5%. So yeah, we'll take your money for free. And they'll take all of the money out of the Federal Reserve. And I know Federal Reserve can just keep printing, but eventually they're just going to run out of money and the interest rate's not going to budge. That's what happens when you see a country go into a death spiral. Their central banks try to lower the interest rates, but it only works if everyone's listening, if everyone kind of agrees with them, or if they can loan enough money. And the Federal Reserve is scared out of its mind that if it tries to lower interest rates, the world may blink at them and say, that's not right. No, that's not where interest rates are. The problem we're seeing right now is that interest rates on U.S. Treasury bills is going higher than the Federal Reserve has set as its marker. They've already lost control of things, and they're desperately afraid that they're going to lose control completely. As long as it still looks like they're in control. And that's where we get these downgrades. With these downgrades, people stating the obvious that the emperor has no clothes, it's going to give more and more ammunition for people saying U.S. Treasury bills should have higher interest rates than what we're seeing right now. And when the market decides that and rebels against the Federal Reserve, you're going to see Jerome Powell and all the other central bankers get run over by the market. And that will be ugly, because when they ain't passing out free money anymore, what's the only thing keeping the markets up these days? Yes, free money from the Federal Reserve is the only thing keeping things up. And the federal government passing out free money, which they can only pass out if people loan it to them. See the problem there? They can't loan out money that they can't borrow. Death spiral. And this is what people are starting to go, that could be a problem. That could be a problem. Yes, friends, it is indeed a problem. And if your money's sitting in the stock markets and everything like that, I want you to be aware of what's going on. You make your own choices, okay? If you want to keep everything in the stock market, that's your choice. I'm not going to tell you you're a bad person. If you lose all your money, I'll tell you afterwards, I told you so. But, that's your choice, right? We all make choices and we all have to live with those choices. I'm just trying to warn you, as somebody who watches the markets, someone who actually looks in the back end of things as an accountant, that's what's going on. And you may see today a significant backlash against this. So everyone needs to be kind of aware of what's going on. As things open up today, we will keep you abreast of things, and I'll keep an eye on things, and I'll explain to you what's going on out there about that. But for a lot of you who have retirement funds with a lot of money in the stock market, today and the next couple of days, you might want to be paying a little more attention to what's going on, because we could see some fireworks today. Because there's a lot of money moving under the surface that is changing things out there. If you guys have some thoughts on that, please do pop them down in the comments down below. Appreciate you guys doing that. If you want to find out some more information from Jonathan and his team over at Genesis Gold Group, there's the link right there. Just click on that, fill out your information. They send you an information packet and then you can reach out to them directly if you want to. If you have questions for them, they're always happy to answer your questions. And thanks so much for watching. If you want to check out another video from this channel, there's one right up here. I'll see you over there, or I'll see you guys later. Steve Poplar of the Poplar Report, out.